What is up, awesome people? This is Shady Wags with Got Your Back Gaming, and today I'm going to be playing Craftopia. This is a Japanese-developed survival crafting game that is in early access on Steam. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to show you how to get started in the game. So when we first load up here, we have two options, single player and multiplayer, which is under development. So if you play multiplayer, it is unstable right now. You might experience some glitches and bugs. So we're going to stick with single player. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. We have not created a character yet, so we need to click on new. There's not very many customization options when creating a character. You could choose between a male or a female. We can select our skin tone. And we go over to face. There are 8 different selections for face. I'll go through each one of those to give you a little preview of each one. That kind of looks like the guy from Ark, wouldn't you say? But I think I'm gonna take that one. Eye color, I'm gonna go ahead and select green, and I think we'll stay with the default there. Then we go over to hair, and we have several different hair selections here. I'll kind of click through these quickly to give you an idea what they look like. And there's one there with a headband. I think I'm gonna we'll take this one. I think I'll stick with that, and we'll choose a darker hair color. Okay. Next up is others. Beard, not in the game yet, and face paint is not in the game yet. And the last option we have is type. We can pick man, woman, unknown, or not applicable. And for ethnicity, human, elf, which is not in the game, and demon is not in the game either. So after that, that's all we have to choose from. We're going to hit create, and we're going to put in our character's name. And finally hit the create button. And now we have a button here. We're going to go ahead and click that.
Test complete.
And we have blown up the world. Yeah, hell of a way to start the game, but we have destroyed Earth. So we wake up and we're in this new zone, and we're going to cross this bridge here. And this deer chick is going to come down from the sky, and she's going to lecture us a little bit about how we were responsible for destroying the Earth. But we're in luck. She is giving us another chance. She is giving us the responsibility of starting a new world. Okay, so we're going to go across this bridge here to the portal, and just a quick heads up, you see these towers out here? I tried swimming to these things. You can't make it out to them. Once you get to a certain point, you hit this zone, and you'll load into the next screen, and that next screen is actually the same screen you get to by jumping through this portal. So just to save you some time, you can't swim out to those towers. So we'll jump through here, and we need to select a world. We don't have a world yet, so we're going to hit new, and we're just going to name the world. I'm going to go a little like generic here. Just name it Craftopia, and hit create. And now Craftopia is created. I'll click on that, and we're going to load in. Now, when you load into your new world, you're going to start on this wooden dock here. And when you move up, there's this line of people here, these tutorial NPCs. You can go up to each one and talk, and they'll give you starting tips about the game. Not really that helpful, honestly. So if you want to, you can just skip them like I'm going to. I'm just going to run to the end. And you'll notice in the top right-hand corner, we have missions. And the first one we have there is to run. So I'm going to hold the shift key down, and we're going to run. Well, I'm going to try. There we go. And that completes the mission. It's checked off. And that mission will disappear, and a new one will take its place. Now, you don't necessarily have to do these missions in order. For example, we have climb a wall as our next one. We don't have a wall here to climb yet. We need to craft that, but we don't have any materials, so we're going to skip that one for now, and we're going to go to punch a tree 5 times. So I'm going to run up here to a tree. I'm going to hold in the left mouse button, and I'll start punching the tree, and we'll start getting some logs. Kind of like Ark. Well, exactly like Ark. And as those items are dropping, When they hit us, they'll be automatically added to our inventory. So when I stop here, I'm going to hit I to go into the inventory screen. And you'll see that material is automatically in our inventory. Next, they want us to punch a rock 5 times. I'm going to run over here to this rock, and we'll go ahead and punch that. And you see we're collecting some stone. That is now completed. So the next thing they want us to do is to craft a wooden axe. So to get to the crafting screen, I'm going to hit the O key, and that's going to open up the crafting menu. There are 5 different menus: inventory, craft, mission, skills, and picture book, which is not in the game yet. So I'll jump back over to the crafting menu. And within the crafting menu, you have all these items right here that you can craft. And we're going to select the wooden axe. Now, by selecting that, we can look here and we can see what type of materials we need, logs, and how many we need, 3. So we have 6, so we're good there. Now, if we want more information, we can look down here. It's going to tell us that this axe is a common item. It gives us the physical attack and the magic attack, the amount of coins we would get if we sell the item, and the durability. It's 60 of 60. If you want more in-depth details, you can click this magnifying glass right here. Pulls up another menu, and that gives you even more info on the axe. So we'll close that, and we're going to hit the craft button. And a little crafting timer is going to kick off here. And once it completes, the axe is going to be placed in our inventory. We hit I. We're going to see it's right there. And it's also automatically added to our hotkey at the bottom. So if I hit the 1 key, it is automatically equipped. Okay, next we need to craft a stone pickaxe. So again, I'm going to hit the O key. I'm going to find the stone pickaxe right there. We need 5 stones, or 3 stones. We actually have 5, so I'll go ahead and craft that. Again, once that's complete, it's automatically put into our inventory and added to the hotkey. Next thing, we'll go ahead and equip that. That'll check that mission off. Okay, so they want us to obtain 30 numbers of logs. So they want us to collect 30 logs. This game is being developed by a Japanese team, so there are some things here that are kind of lost in translation. I'm sure they'll get those ironed out, as the game progresses. So we'll go ahead and start chopping down this tree. You see, using the axe is a lot more efficient than punching it. And boom, we emptied the resources out of that tree, and it is destroyed. We'll go ahead. We need 10 more logs. We'll collect those off of this tree. Okay, and now that is completed. So let's go ahead and let's complete the stone collecting mission. We need 30 stones. You'll notice as I'm hitting these stones, I'm also getting sand as well. It's just not all stone. Okay, there we go. That's complete as well. Okay, next up they want us to make a stone working bench. But before I get to that, let's go over here. There's a treasure chest right here, and you'll find these just randomly placed throughout the island. You can open them up, and you'll get random items out of them. They're not always the same. Same with these barrels. If you go over here and you destroy these barrels, oh, I gotta punch it. Sometimes you won't get anything, and then sometimes you'll get random items out of it. Okay, so let's create the stone workbench. I'll hit O to open the craft menu. I'm going to find stone workbench, and I'm going to hit craft. And we'll just go ahead and place that down right here. I think that's as good a place as any. When you access a workbench, that's going to give you even more items that you can craft. And one of the items that they want us to craft is a stone glider. So I'm going to open up the workbench. We're going to select the glider. We have enough materials, so I'm going to hit craft. Now, when you craft items on a workbench, when they're finished, they don't automatically go into your inventory. You have to take them off the bench. So I'm going to take that, and we now have the glider. Now, it's not automatically equipped, though. I'm going to hit I. I'm going to hover over the stone glider, and I'm going to right-click, and now it has been equipped. And close my inventory screen here. You have a stamina bar. It's the bar right here, this yellow bar to the right of your character. And you see that bar as I'm running, or say if I'm fighting or even gliding, that bar will begin depleting. And if it runs all the way out, I'll show you here. I'll keep running. Once it gets to the bottom and it's depleted, you'll have to rest and let it fill back up before you can do that item again. Doesn't take very long though. But that is important when we're gliding, because you don't want that bar to run out when you're way up in the air, because if it does, then you're just going to free fall to the ground, and if you're high up, you're going to take some pretty serious damage. So to glide, we're going to climb up this hill right here and get up there. We're going to jump to the top, and I'm going to jump off this cliff right here. And then I'm going to hit the space key to deploy my glider. So, here my glider's deployed. You see that that bar is running out. Now, to avoid from dropping, what you can do is hit space key again, and then hit it again to redeploy. And that way, you don't burn all your stamina out, and you can safely land on the ground. Okay, so now they want us to make a wooden stick. So, I'm going to open up my crafting menu. Right here is wooden stick, and I'm going to craft that. Okay, so now we have a weapon, but I don't want it on 8. I want to move it. And the way you can move your hotkey items is you just open up your inventory, and you can just drag and drop them where you want them. I don't need the glider on there, so I'll move it. We don't need fried eggs, or what is that, sausage with herbs, or salt. We'll just move that off. I'm going to move my pick over to here, my wooden axe there, and move the wooden stick to 1. So pretty easy to move your items around. So next up, they want us to do a jump slash. So I'm going to equip my stick. I'm going to jump up in the air and click on the mouse, and there we go. Pretty easy. Now next up, they want us to knock out an animal and get 3 pieces of raw meat. We'll go over here, and I'm going to show you just by hitting the left click on the mouse, you'll do a slash attack. Doesn't do as much damage, though. He's getting away. Let's get him. There we go. But he's down. Much more damaging to do a jump slash. And I'll try to show you this. You have to kind of time it up, though. Just walking away. Now, that is a one-hit knockout right there. So we did that. They want us to eat raw meat and learn what danger means. So this is a good point to show you that right here is your life meter. This is the amount of health you have. It's designated by these 2 hearts, kind of a nod to Zelda. Underneath that is your mana, and to the left is your level. So you do level up in this game, and right underneath your level number is your experience, and how much more you have to fill up that experience to get to the next level. Also over here at the top is your level and your health as well on the left-hand side of the screen. So they want us to eat this raw meat, so we'll go ahead and do that. You see we took a little bit of damage right here by eating that raw meat. So they want us to create a campfire. So to create a campfire, we're going to go over to the stone workbench, open that up. Cooking facility, click on that, stone campfire, and we will craft. And I'll take that off of the stone workbench. I think I'll place it right here. That's a good spot. And we'll set that down. Now, for the stone campfire, you don't need to fuel it with anything. It's automatically burning. To cook things, we're just going to open it up and just select the item you want to cook. And it's automatically placed into the campfire. Then you just hit the craft button. Now, if you're cooking multiple items, you'll have to wait for that craft timer to complete for each one of those items. So this timer will have to complete 5 times. Now, once one completes, though, we can go ahead and we can grab that out of the campfire. So we do have 1 cooked meat now. And in the bottom right-hand corner, that is our hunger level right there. So right now it's at 29%. I'm going to go ahead and eat this. You'll see that fills it up a little bit. Let me grab another one off of here. Okay, we got another one finished. I'll take that. So I'm going to open my inventory. I'm going to click on the food. You can see right here the information about that food. How much it's going to sell for. It's going to give you right here, it's going to tell you what the effect it is it's going to have on your character. And also right here, it's going to tell you that this item, this food right here, is required to craft these other items. Next thing they want us to do is to repair an item. So I'm going to click on I to open my inventory screen. I'm going to select my wooden axe. And right here we have a repair button. You see right now we're at 44 of 60 durability. I'm going to click on repair, and that pulls up the repair screen. And to repair this item, it's not going to cost us anything right now, but later on, some items are going to require coin to repair. So I'm going to hit repair. And that is repaired. They want us to burn ourselves to learn about danger. Okay, so let's jump into fire. And there you go. We have now learned about dangers. We've learned do not jump into the fire. Let's take the rest of our food here. Now we're going to use the ascending air current from the campfire to fly high into the sky. Easy enough. Stand beside the campfire, jump up, deploy the glider. You see that gives us a pretty good launch right there by doing that. Okay, and as far as coin, they now want us to set up a market. And that's how you get money in the game. So let's go ahead and find the market, commercial space. We need one more log. Craft that. Let's run up here, equip our axe. Might as well just chop this whole thing down. Collect all these logs. I have a feeling we're going to need them. Okay. Let's go back down here. And open up the workbench. We'll go back to commercial space. Market. I'm going to go ahead and craft. Take that off of the workbench. And I think I'll just set that up right over here. So we have a timer up there on the marketplace. And the way this works is you open up the market and you have these slots here that you can place items in these slots to sell. So if I want to sell the salt, I can place it into the market. And by clicking on that, it's going to tell me right here how many gold coins I'm going to get for selling that salt. If I want to move anything else, let's move that bone up there. It'll keep a running total of how much we're going to get right here. So in 8 minutes and 33 seconds, these items will be shipped and sold. So we'll just have to wait for 8 minutes until we get our coin back from the shipment. So they want us to sell 100 gold worth of items. I don't know, what did we have there? Okay, so we're at 330, so that will complete that. The next thing we need to do is to create the altar of civilization. Let's see what we need for that. We'll go to the workbench. We have enough items, so we'll go ahead and craft that. I'm going to take it off the workbench. And okay, I think I'm going to place it right here. And when we place that down, it's not just going to auto-build. It's going to take some time for that to complete. So in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to level up quick. At least in the beginning. Oh, my hunger's getting a little bit low there, so I'm going to go ahead and eat a couple things, fill that up. Okay, so this area is pretty safe. There's not too many aggressive creatures here. It's mostly non-threatening creatures. You have sheep, you have chickens, you have some cows running around, but there are these blue guys that will attack you. And they're called monos. And you'll see if you get near these guys, they will jump at you and attack you. So do take that into consideration. We're going to go ahead and just attack these sheep. They're pretty easy to kill, and that's the easiest way to level up in the beginning, at least. Take these sheep out. Oh, he's getting away from me. Okay, there we go. Level 2. Okay, so to level up, you hit your Y key, and that brings you to the skills menu. There are 5 different skill trees: basics, combat, magic, living, and trick. And underneath each one of those trees are 5 tiers with multiple different skills under each tier. So this gives you an opportunity to build your character however you want. If you want to focus on combat, on sword play, you have that. If you want to focus on unarmed combat, or if you want different magical skills or crafting, it's your choice to do that. I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead and select triple slash. So I'm going to select triple slash and hit level up. So now I have the triple slash skill. I'm going to drag that to my hotbar. And we'll go try that out over here on one of these sheep. So I'm going to hit 9 to use that skill. And you'll notice when I do use that, it does use up some mana. So that's how you level up and you select new skills. Pretty cool. Okay, now back to the altar. The other thing you want to focus on doing is progressing. So we'll go up to the altar. We'll open it up. And right now we're in our current age is the Stone Age. And we want to progress to the agricultural age. But to do that, we need these items right here. So we need 1 more stone, and we need some copper. So let's go out and get that. I think right here, this is copper. Like in many other games, the nodes look different for the different resources. Okay. There were copper. We need to grab some stone here. And let me see if I can find another node here, because also you have to level up your tools to mine the different nodes. Let's see if I can find one. Another node here. This is all copper. There's got to be something. Okay, this may not be copper, so let's try that. Yeah, there you go. So you need a level 2 pickaxe to mine this. That's another reason you want to be progressing your age. So back to the altar. Open that up, and when we progress, we're going to gain access to all these items here. Now, not immediately after we progress, but the ones that are marked in green, those are the ones that we'll immediately have access to. So I'm going to hit progress, and we have moved on to the next age. So if I open my crafting window, I'll hit O. See, we now have all these new items. And we'll have new items also on the workbench. So that's how you gain access to new items, by progressing the age. And let's see, let's go back here. You see, to progress to the next one, we're going to need wheat flour, detector, and copper shield to get to the frontier age. Now, the last thing I think we're going to do, well, not the last thing. Let's go ahead and finish that wall, climb a wall. We've had that since the beginning. So I'm going to open the crafting menu, wall. So we need logs. So let's go chop down a tree, get some more logs. And I think I'm going to actually chop down like 3 of these trees, because we're going to need logs for the next mission as well. Let's drop this one down too. Okay, back over here to the beach. I'm going to open up my crafting window here, select wall, and hit craft. And we'll just place that right here. And to climb, oh, didn't want to do that. Let's go back. All you have to do is jump on it. And there we go. You don't really climb. You can't really move around, but you can, I guess, jump up higher and higher by hanging on. Now, to get rid of this, a couple different things you can do. You can hit it and destroy it, or you can just hold in the E key to dismantle it, and it'll put it back into your inventory. Now, the last thing I think we're going to do, you may have noticed there is a structure up in the sky there. That's where the God of Sky Island resides, and we're going to go meet him. To get up there, we're going to need to craft vertical walls. So let's select that, and we're going to craft. We're going to need probably about 20, maybe even 30 to get up there. Start off with 20. See how far we can get. I'm not real sure what a good starting point is. And I guess right here will work. So let's place that down. And put the next one down. Now, kind of the disappointing thing, I thought, you know, instead of putting one after the other, I could put one down and then maybe dismantle the next one, even though I have the cursor on there, if I hold EN, and get the dismantle. And you see, if you can't dismantle the one ahead, it dismantles the one right underneath you. I don't know if that's intentional or not. So because of that, we're going to have to put up a whole row of these to get up there. That is actually pretty high up in the sky. I don't even know if 20 is going to do it. Just about there. We have 3 left. Yeah, we're going to have to craft some more. Yeah. So I'm going to need at least 10 more. Place that one there. Okay, so we're to the top here. And up here is... He's listed as level 1 Anubis, but this is Krail, the God of Sky Island, and we can talk to him. And he's going to ask, what do you want? And then it opens up this menu, status up. You can use the slate of growth that can be found in the dungeon to bring up your ability levels. So we need to collect 20 of these slates to increase our maximum hit points, maximum magic points, and maximum stamina. So there are dungeons in the game, and we'll be getting to those later, but yeah, that's about all you can do up here. And you may be asking yourself, because I did, can you attack this guy? Well, you can't attack him, and he won't attack you back, but as much as you swing at him and hit him, you just can't do enough damage to him. And you also can't knock him off either. I tried, and you can't knock him off the side, so... Yeah, you can. All you accomplish by hitting this guy is just wearing on the durability of your weapon. Okay, so we're gonna go back down to the bottom. We'll go ahead and drop here. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do for now. In the next video, we'll probably get more into crafting some armor and some weapons and going and finding some of those dungeons and trying those things out. But so far, I'm really impressed by this game. Get a really big like Zelda Breath of Life feel from it, and I love Zelda, so I don't have any problem with that at all. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.